Do you notice how living around certain rhythms long enough slowly changes how we sound, think, and respond? This is whale song matching. Calls repeat, patterns spread, rhythms synchronize, songs align, and quietly, repetition shapes resonance. In biology, whale populations gradually adapt and synchronize vocal patterns through repeated exposure to shared acoustic environments. Over time, certain sounds spread across groups through repetition and imitation. Shared environments influence expression. This happens when signals repeat consistently, organisms remain exposed to shared rhythms, or patterns reinforce over time through continued interaction. In practical systems, repetition shapes coordination. Repeated signals strengthen familiarity. Shared rhythms increase synchronization. Exposure influences adaptation over time. Patterns become easier to reproduce through repetition. This is resonance through repetition. Seen through sacred science, this is how life reveals resonance. Not everything shaping us arrives through force. Some influences grow slowly through repetition, exposure, and shared rhythm. In human systems, resonance is familiar. Language changes depending on who we spend time around. Emotional environments influence mood and behavior. Repeated ideas gradually shape belief and perception. People often begin mirroring the rhythms surrounding them. What surrounds us repeatedly slowly enters us, but influence is often misunderstood. Some think environments do not affect them deeply. Some think repetition has little impact over time. Some think only dramatic events create change. Seen through sacred science, this reveals another quiet law. Repeated exposure gradually shapes how systems communicate, respond, and resonate. Not every change in you happens suddenly. Some shifts appeared through repeated exposure to certain environments, people, or patterns over time. You do not always become what impacts you once. Sometimes, you become shaped by what surrounds you repeatedly. Biology says, whale vocal patterns gradually synchronize through repeated acoustic exposure and social learning. Sacred science says, maybe what surrounds us repeatedly does more than influence us. Maybe it slowly becomes part of how we sound, think, and move through life. And so we realize, repetition shapes resonance over time. Shared environments influence expression and behavior. Repeated exposure gradually affects how systems adapt and communicate. Some forms of change emerge slowly through ongoing influence. So we ask ourselves, what environments am I repeatedly exposing myself to? What rhythms or emotional patterns surround me most often? What ideas or behaviors have slowly shaped me over time? What would change if I became more intentional about what I repeatedly allow around me? Life is a lawful, intelligent structure. Patterns exist all throughout nature. Nature moves in patterns across scales. Reality operates through consequence, not enemies. Humanity is where these patterns are felt and understood. And you are the living system that slowly becomes shaped by the rhythms you repeatedly live inside.